Hey guys, what's up? This is Cody with Old Iron Garage, and today is Tech Tip Tuesday. And today what we're going to talk about is painting your engine. So with this engine, we just got it back from the builder. It looks great. It's going to perform well. If you guys want to see more information about this build, check out our other video about the 1979 Ford F250 that's coming up, where we take this motor out, get it rebuilt, and go through and get this Survivor truck up and running. Anyway, back to this video. So came back from the engine builder, and he usually throws a coat of paint on it. It looks great. This motor also has an aluminum intake. As you can see here, it's an Edelbrock Performer for a Ford 460 motor, big block. And he bead blasted it and then put it back on. Now, it looks great right now. It's an aluminum finish and it's nice and shiny. However, it's not going to last in the engine bay. So the tip today is, if you're going to rebuild a motor and you're going to get it all painted up, make sure that you also get a coating on the aluminum intake. So in our case today, what we're going to do is we're actually going to spray it with some of this. It's going to come out, it's going to look great, and then 10,000 miles from now, 30,000 miles from now, it's still going to look great after a good wash up. So we're going to get this engine all prepped and taped off, where then we're going to hit it with some paint. Okay, so I got everything all kind of masked away a little bit, still have a little bit more work to do, but one thing that I like to do when I'm masking off areas is I'll actually use this thicker tape, and on the fine detail areas where you have a lot of contours you have to get around nice and tight, I'll stick the piece of tape into it and I'll really get it pressed down in there so it fits the groove. And then what I'll do is I will take a very sharp box cutter knife blade, and I will cut right along the seam. Make sure you get everything cut out of the way. You don't want this to tear. And then when it's ready, pull that up. And now you have a piece of tape, you have a tape line that perfectly matches the contour that you didn't have to press down, and part of it might lift up. It follows it perfectly. So I'm going to go ahead and do all that, and then we'll move on to the next step. So a good way to mask off all these little hose components and the thermostat hookup and these other inlets and outlets. You know, a lot of people will take tape and they will wrap it around it and have a heck of a time trying to conceal it all the way. And then when it's all painted, they have to try and unravel it and everything. And then it can be a huge mess, especially when the paint has dried and caked on, and you're trying to find the seam and you're trying to pick at it and everything. You just spend too much time on it. Good tip that we have here is a way around that is you actually use aluminum foil. So all you do is you have to take it off. Just get as much as you need. You don't need very much. And then you wrap around, squeeze it down, and it's that quick. And it's just as quick to take it off when you're all done too, which I'll show you when I'm done. So we'll go ahead and do that. So there you have it. This thing is all ready to go. It's been wiped down, all prepped, and we will get a coat of paint on it. I left the hardware uncovered intentionally It's a preference on what you're painting. If you want to leave all these exposed, then go right ahead. These are steel bolts, and they are cleaned up, and there is raw steel showing underneath the coating. And so if you leave them the way they are and mask them, then they're going to rust out, and it's going to be very obvious. So I'm going to go ahead and paint these with the manifold. It'll be a nice clean look when it's all done. So here we go. So there you guys have it. Tech Tip Tuesday is done, all wrapped up. Got the intake all painted. So if you want to keep the raw finish, you can also use a clear coat, that's fine. This will last a lot longer than if it was raw. So if you guys liked what you saw today, please like and subscribe, hit the comments below, and tell us anything else you'd like to see in more Tech Tip Tuesdays. We'll try and get to those. Otherwise, have a good rest of your Tuesday. Thanks.